Breaking news. Welcome to today's headlines. War has started 6 days after Biafra declaration. Still why two ministers, Simon Ekpa's CoS are reportedly fighting. To my dear listeners, good evening from wherever you're listening from. You might be wondering why Simon Ekpa's ESCOs are fighting. Before I go into details, kindly please ensure you like, subscribe, and share. Now the details. A shocking video, that surfaced on social media just days after the controversial declaration of the United States of Biafra by Simon Ekpa's supporters. The video, which has since gone viral, features a heated confrontation between two key figures in the newly declared government. The Minister of Information and the Minister of Finance. The two were seen on a live program lambasting Dr. Ngozi Orabueze, Simon Ekpa's Chief of Staff, over a recent directive to halt further fundraising activities. Reports circulating on social media revealed that Dr. Orabueze issued a directive prohibiting further fundraising, citing concerns over financial accountability. However, the ministers in the viral video have openly rejected this order, insisting that fundraising is crucial to sustain the movement's activities. Their defiance reflects deep divisions within the nascent government, raising questions about its cohesion and leadership structure. During the live broadcast, the ministers vehemently criticized Dr. Orabueze and threatened severe consequences if a directive was enforced. In response, Orabueze has reportedly taken a decisive stance, starting with the dismissal of a key government official, CoS, whose sacking the ministers have publicly vowed to overturn. The public exchange has sparked widespread debate and concern over the stability of the fledgling government. The drama unfolds barely a week after supporters of Simon Ekpa gathered in Lahti, Finland on 29 November to announce the independence of the United States of Biafra. The declaration has been met with widespread skepticism and condemnation, particularly as Simon Ekpa, the self-proclaimed Prime Minister of the Biafra Republic government in exile, remains detained in Finland. He faces allegations of terrorism, economic sabotage, and inciting insecurity in Nigeria's southeast region. The declaration has also reignited long-standing tensions surrounding the Biafra movement, which has a turbulent history rooted in the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB. IPOB, which has distanced itself from Ekpa's faction, criticized the recent development, labeling the actors involved as charlatans. To my dear listeners, now we've come to the end of our today's news, and now before I go, like I used to say, I would always say that behind all this Biafra movement, there is still there are still some people that are going against it, and they are the one making this government Biafra movement looks odd to people, and I really don't blame them. It is a thing of the power. Some few of them, It is still the same thing that is happening in Nigeria that is still happening in the Biafra movement. Let's assume that even Biafra is being granted the permission to leave the country. Exactly, this is the way they would. This is the way they would. They would. The administration would be. Thing of power cannot be erased in our memory. Everybody wants to be in power. Everybody wants to speak. Everybody wants to be in higher positions. Speak and do all what you can do without anybody checking you. So to my dear listeners, I think as it is, wisdom needs to be involved. We should not just act because Simon Ekpa is in detention and Nnamdi Kanu is in detention. So do not spoil whatever that is going. Now we've come to the end of our today's news. Please do drop by the comment section and let us know what your view is all about. Thank you for listening.